The tale commences at the ancient Fujian shrine, rooted in a 500-year history. Ushio, accompanied by his father Shigeru, dismisses his dad's story about a holy spear in the shrine, once wielded by a legendary yokai exterminator. A brawl breaks out between father and son after a bowl is thrown at Ushio's face. Shigeru departs for self-discovery by the Sea of Japan, leaving Ushio in charge of the shrine and its old books. While sorting through the books, Ushio discovers a basement door and opens it out of curiosity. Inside, he encounters Tora, a menacing yokai figure. Tora reveals that only a human can extract the spear lodged in his body for 500 years. Ushio, initially skeptical, reconsiders his views on yokai and the holy spear. He locks Tora away but continues his life as usual. When his friends Asako and Mayuko visit, yokai start appearing around them. Ushio confronts Tora for an explanation and reluctantly wields the holy spear to combat the chaos. They join forces to vanquish powerful giant yokai. Ushio learns the spear's history and invites Tora to help him fight other yokai, despite Tora's fears of the holy spear. The next day, Ushio and Tora bring the holy spear to school. Asako, Mayuko, and friends are assigned to organize books in a spooky warehouse with a samurai armor-shaped stone statue. When Asako doesn't show up, the holy spear alerts Ushio to trouble. He rushes to the warehouse, finding his friends vanished, prompting a police investigation. Tora reveals the culprit, a stone-eating yokai that lures victims into its dimension, turning them into stone before consuming them. The 5 students are trapped in the yokai's dimension, visible to the police but beyond reach due to the dimensional barrier. Determined to rescue his friends, Ushio breaches the police cordon with the holy spear, entering the yokai's dimension. He attacks, but Tora warns it's not the true form. The yokai catches Ushio off guard, causing him to lose the spear and revert to human form. Tora, initially hesitant, agrees to help. Ushio offers himself as bait, slowly turning to stone. Tora holds the dimensional door open, allowing Ushio to summon the holy spear from afar, breaking free. Ushio prevents the portal from closing with the spear, ensuring their escape. Following Tora's advice, they defeat the yokai, unaware of many witnesses, including journalists, recording the battle. Shigeru returns and unveils Tora's ancient history as a feared yokai with an insatiable appetite for humans. He was sealed by a wanderer in a fierce battle. The temple leader, an ancestor of the Aotsuki family, guarded Tora's prison. Shigeru warns Ushio not to open the warehouse dungeon. Ushio is drawn to a mysterious painting of a woman at an art exhibition, believed to be cursed. Tora senses malevolence in the artwork, thinking it's a curse on humanity. Masaki, a senior, attacks Ushio inexplicably. Ryuko, resembling the painting's subject, intervenes. Ushio asks Ryuko to model for his painting and discovers her compulsion to join her deceased father. After a near-fatal accident, Tora reveals yokai involvement. Ushio seeks Asako's help to persuade Ryuko. Ryuko's distant behavior stems from harm she inadvertently causes. Ushio and Masaki learn of her tragic family history. During gym class, Ryuko's father threatens Ushio, but Tora intervenes. Ryuko attempts suicide but is saved. Ushio, Tora, and Masaki rescue them from the cursed painting. Tora aids Ushio without request, and they free Ryuko and Masaki, ultimately destroying the painting. In a construction site, workers unearth a sealing stone, releasing yokai with long-necked heads. They crave the head of Hizaki Mikado, the woman who sealed them. Ushio sees this news and, thinking Tora is responsible, confronts him. Tora denies it, leaves, and seeks new prey. Ushio stumbles upon the scene and hears an old man mention a monster named Gammon. He spots a book with a picture resembling Mayuko. Concerned for Mayuko's safety, Ushio searches for her. Meanwhile, Tora, in the city, targets Mayuko due to her resemblance to Mikado. The Gammons locate Mayuko but are interrupted by Ushio, who defends her. Mayuko falls from a building, and as the Gammons close in, Tora intervenes, declaring Mayuko as his prey. Tora dispatches the Gammons, but one ties him up. Tora breaks free, kills a Gammon, and rescues Mayuko. The remaining Gammons attack Tora and Mayuko, but Tora's lightning power defeats them. Ushio apologizes to Tora, and Mayuko offers Tora a hamburger, a taste he prefers over humans. In Hong Kong, Hugh encounters 2 murderous yokai disguised as men and defeats them to protect a child. Learning that Tora and Ushio defeated a stone-eating yokai, Hugh realizes Tora is his target and heads to Japan. Tora and Ushio's strained relationship continues. Ushio anticipates Tora's attacks using his holy spear's signal. A confrontation leaves Ushio scarred, and the spear briefly turns against Tora. Hugh arrives in Japan and saves a family from thugs. Ushio intervenes to prevent murder, but Hugh, sensing Tora, attacks him. Their battle ends in a conversation where Hugh shares his quest and family's tragic fate. Disappointed in Tora, Ushio asks Hugh to kill him. Hugh later confronts Tora in a grueling fight. As Ushio contemplates his words to Hugh, Asako follows him to the park and encourages him. Ushio reveals the truth about Tora's claw wound, leading to a confrontation. Hugh apologizes and decides to stay in Japan, where many Chinese yokai are drawn by the Holy Spear's aura. Tora refrains from attacking Ushio, noticing his wounds from protecting him against Hugh. Summer vacation begins, and Asako and Mayuko invite Ushio to the beach, where Tora attempts to mend their relationship. They meet Tetsuya, a troubled boy burying his belongings linked to his mother's death. Tora senses Nagatabamaru, a yokai in the sea, and helps Yumazadu against Ayakashi, a fierce yokai born from lost souls at sea. Asako defends Tetsuya from bullies who destroy his cherished toy and learns its significance. She promises to fix it. Tora battles Ayakashi but struggles due to its oily form and is swallowed. Yumazadu seeks Ushio's aid. Asako and Tetsuya's boat is attacked. Guided by Yumazadu, Ushio rushes to their rescue. Inside Ayakashi, they face small yokai. Ushio reaches Ayakashi's core, but his spear can't pierce its dimension. Asako believes Tora is harmless inside. Ushio saves them, and with Tetsuya's help, the spear defeats Ayakashi. The destruction of Ayakashi frees lost souls. Ushio thanks Tora for saving Asako and Tetsuya. They leave the beach, and Tetsuya transforms into a happier child, leaving them a cherished toy as a keepsake. Ushio and Tora encounter Yumazadu, who mentions Ushio's mother and stirs curiosity. Ushio confronts Shigeru about it, but Shigeru remains cryptic. Shigeru, secretly a monk, reveals his concerns to fellow monks about Ushio's use of the holy spear alongside Tora. They suggest taking the spear from Ushio, but Shigeru chooses to observe instead. Returning home, Shigeru hands Ushio 1.2 million yen, urging him to find the truth about his mother through a perilous journey. Shigeru and Tora engage in a fierce fight, testing their strengths. Ushio intervenes with the holy spear. Shigeru seeks to eliminate Tora but ultimately protects Ushio and Tora from 4 attacking monks. Ushio joins the fight, and with Tora's help, they defeat the monks. The next day, Ushio embarks on his journey with Tora, and Shigeru secretly places his mother's comb in Ushio's pocket, hinting at her beauty. Ushio and Tora set off together. While at the airport, Ushio and Tora encounter Hiyama Yu, who blames Atsuzawa for her father's plane crash, which she believes was caused by a monster named Fusuma. Ushio learns that Fusuma is a powerful yokai who resides in space and can only be defeated by women with blackened teeth firing on it. Ushio ends up sitting beside Yu on the plane, where she shares her story and her distrust of Atsuzawa, who was involved in her father's accident. During the flight, Fusuma attacks their plane. Atsuzawa reveals that he tried to save Yu's father, and Ushio, with Tora's help, confronts Fusuma. Tora's fire abilities weaken Fusuma, and Ushio uses his holy spear to defeat the yokai, allowing the plane to be saved. Upon landing, Yu apologizes to Atsuzawa, and Ushio departs, leaving Yu with a desire to meet again. Meanwhile, a yokai named Juru terrorizes a forest, prompting 2 other yokai to seek help from the holy spear holder. The next day, they head into the city and confront the Kametachi yokai, Reishin, who attacks. Ushio defeats Reishin but spares him when Kagari intervenes, testing Ushio's holy spear skills. They are invited to their forest home with a troubling request to eliminate their brother, Juru. Initially hesitant, Ushio is swayed when Reishin reveals Juru's gruesome habit of consuming humans, driven by past human actions. Ushio confronts Juru, but he gets immobilized. Tora steps in, injuring Juru, who escapes. After Kagari heals them, they chase Juru to stop his revenge on those involved in a toll road project. Their journey is filled with challenges and conflicts, leading to a tragic showdown where Ushio must end Juru's life. Juru seeks redemption through his demise. Meanwhile, at Kuheim School, the elders scold 4 monks who failed to take the holy spear from Ushio. The second generation, Oyakume Hizaki Mikado, enters and scolds the elders. He supports Ushio as the chosen wielder, affirming the spear's choice of its wielder. Hizaki Mikado instructs the temple monks to protect Ushio and allow Tora to accompany him on their adventures. Meanwhile, Ushio and Tora relax in a hot spring. Ushio hears a sweet voice and finds Seiya, another bather. Tora alerts Seiya to their presence, making her quickly cover up and leave. Seiya returns home to her family, including her father, Takatori, and grandmother. They assign Seiya to accompany Amamori, a childlike yakai. Amamori senses Ushio and Tora's presence on Seiya and believes they can help her escape. Ushio later saves Seiya from a car accident. They discuss her family's ability to see the yakai world and her mother's dream of coexistence. Seiya introduces Ushio to Amamori, confined for 200 years. Tora warns against destroying the Kekai restraining Amamori, but chaos ensues when Takatori sees the holy spear. Ushio is captured but rescued by Tora. Seiya urges Ushio to destroy the Kekai, freeing Amamori and causing the Takatori family's wealth to vanish. Tora shields Amamori during the process. Despite the loss, Seiya and Amamori find freedom together. Mayuko's father shows her an antique mirror at their house. Asako visits and is invited on their European vacation. At school, Asako daydreams about Ushio's disappearance, prompting a visit to his house after school. At Ushio's, Shigeru explains his mission to help their family. Asako is upset that Ushio didn't inform her. Ushio dines with the Kametachi and plans to go to Hokkaido. Ushio notices Asako panicking in a water mirror and learns about the phenomenon from Kametachi. They visit a cave where Yakai Ungekyu resides, who reveals Asako and Mayuko's situation through the water mirror. The girls are trapped in Mayuko's father's antique mirror by Yakai Kaioma. Ungekyu offers to help Ushio enter the mirror, but he must be cautious. Ushio and Tora enter, finding Mayuko's house. Asako doesn't recognize Ushio. Asako enters the mirror, and they confront Kaioma, defeated by Tora and Ushio. Asako thinks it's a dream, but Mayuko knows it's real. Yakai gather, aware of Ushio's arrival with the holy spear, eager to kill him. Ushio and the Kametachi part ways, Kagari apologizing for revealing Tora's true identity as Nagatabamaru, a 2,000-year-old yakai. They take a public bus and sense a yakai presence that leads to a crash into a ravine, miraculously escaping. At the cliff's edge, hordes of small yakai swarm, overwhelming Ushio and Tora. Fleeing into the forest, they encounter yakai hiding underground, surrounded again. Ushio faces numerous yakai, while the giant yakai, Hidetsuki, blocks Tora. Hidetsuki recognizes Tora as Azafuse and intends to kill Ushio, who escapes when his holy spear transports him to a lake. In the lake, a Kappa yakai tends to Ushio's wounds, explaining yakai attack due to his mother's connection to Hakumen no Mono. Kappa advises seeking refuge in a distant village. Meanwhile, the police investigate the bus accident. Seiya and Amamori sense yakai activity. At the Kametachi's house, other yakai invite Reishin and Kagari to kill Ushio, but they refuse, choosing to protect him. Tora and Hidetsuki discuss their past, including their battle against Hakumen no Mono. Hidetsuki warns Tora not to interfere, while the Kametachi defeat the attacking yakai and search for Ushio. Tora watches from a tree, respecting Hidetsuki's warning. Ushio and the old man arrive in a village and dine at a bakery. They learn of a bus accident but discover all passengers are safe. Ushio confides in the old man, revealing that yakai chase him since extracting the holy spear from Tora's body. Despite his role as a yakai exterminator, Ushio feels guilt for harming them. Leaving the bakery, yakai surround them. Ushio takes the threat away from the village, yet they soon overpower him. Two injured Kametachi rush to his aid, followed by Hidetsuki. Meanwhile, Amamori enters a house. Ushio and the Kametachi face a dire situation, but Tora arrives to rescue them. Ushio finds himself alone in a house, encountering Amamori and an old man. The old man unveils why yakai target Ushio due to his mother's connection to Hakumen no Mono, a yakai she protected. The old man seeks Ushio's help to fathom why his mother, Hizaki Sumako, safeguarded Hakumen no Mono. Hidetsuki objects, but Amamori persuades the old man to trust Ushio. This ensures no more yakai pursue him. Hidetsuki challenges Ushio, and Tora steps in to defeat Hidetsuki.